I think we're on. All right, boom. Adjusting.
Sam, just let me know if I can't keep you. Okay.
Hi, guys. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I remove my cookies?
Of course. Is that a euphemism for something?
No, it's literally not a euphemism.
Oh, dear heavens.
You can move your cookies anywhere you want to.
There's
baby
going to come a
doll.
point in the next 5 to 10 minutes where I'm going to have to get up and get my chapstick. But for right now, we are okay.
Can you go
I
get
keep
it
one in every
now?
room of the house, actually.
Emergency chapstick. No, go for it. In your bug out bag, you should probably have chapstick, right? Like that's a wise.
I don't have a bug out bag.
So, I
Ew,
mean, I
why?
think chapstick is a good second option, but the clear front runner in
Staying
all
hydrated.
lip moisture is Vaseline lip therapy, the little tiny tube, and dermatologists agree with me.
Isn't that like?
This is Burt's Bees erasure.
Are we supposed to be putting like petrol product on our face to make it better?
Oh God, you
or-
just said petrol product.
Yeah, isn't Vaseline like?
I'm really upset.
It's just gasoline extract. I thought. I don't know.
It's petroleum jelly.
Yeah, there it is. That's the one I was looking for.
We got there.
We did get there. Okay.
All right, so
Sorry, I don't want to listen to it.
oh jeez,
Wah, wah, wah.
you're creating work for me by having me to edit all the
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go get my
get the chapstick.
yeah.
Oh god, this was pre.
The cut of my jib is never cut correctly.
Oh.
One of the best presents I've gotten in a very long time is this giant, absolute chubby chap.
That's a This podcast brought to you by Chubby Chap.
It's not just Chubby Chap, it's Chubby Chap Sport.
Get in the game.
In case you're experiencing wind resistance.
I bought this chapstick.
And then we have you like on the cliff of like a Mojave, like it's just be, Chubby Chap.
Oh my
Sure,
God.
yes.
Can we do like little challenges where we have to make like infomercials for imaginary products? I want to do this Mojave Desert skit that you're talking
Kevin's,
about.
come on, dude. Well, we got to go out to the Mojave unless you want to go to like Caddis Island and film it there. Kevin's bristling.
Drink Hennigan's.
Nagansett. That's Nagansett.
It's Narragansett. My
Narragansett,
God.
that one.
I bought this chapstick in Germany as a souvenir because I figured that I'd have it for at least a year afterwards. And then when I got on the plane to come home, I realized I looked at the label and it was made in Wisconsin.
Son of a bitch.
It's like, okay.
You know, a bunch of the gift shops in Japan, all Chinese.
That's
It's fucked up.
Made in China.
You know, but anyway, so I want. All right, so you guys are gonna push back. I know you are, because that's why I keep you around.
Huh.
Is it-
Interesting.
I'm gonna call it Scallywags. Scallywags podcast.
Excuse me?
Scallywags podcast.
This specific episode, or like in general, you
in-
want to call it?
in general.
I think he means when the 4 of us or the 5 of us get together.
No, when the 5 of us get together, that's Hemingway's Ghost. That's
With
so
2 M's.
Viewers at home, this is
Always
this
2
is
M's.
my writing group for the past like 10 years, and they just needed to be the first episode.
Hello.
because they just
Ayo.
go, dear listeners,
Is this actually going to air?
I would like it to. Yes.
I would not have worn a fucking Taco Bell shirt if I knew that you were going to put this on the internet, but okay.
It has to be authentic.
It's very
You know what?
you.
We came as we are.
And it's
that is authentic.
and it's not the last
Nirvana.
episode you guys are going to be on. We are missing an extra leg in the element. Who I got a little snippy. I apologize.
You did.
You
But
did.
I just.
You did.
I'll call him. I'll call you. I'll
He's
call you
fine.
before this episode
He's
airs.
a
How's that
grown
sound?
ass man.
He is.
He'll be fine.
He's beautiful, and I just like you guys. What can I say? You have good ideas.
We like you too.
After the pod,
Well-
you subscribe to the Patreon to see my writing workshop. No, I'm joking. We're not doing that. on the
Yeah,
air.
we're not doing that.
No, not on the air. No, we're doing that at a
McIntyre's.
at a public house.
Uh-huh.
At a public. So for this one, I have something a little funny that, dear listeners, I previewed a little earlier. It's not an article. It's something else. But
So
something
you lied to us.
a little bit.
Totally
A little
lied.
bit. I got the
You
general
blatantly said
idea.
it was an article.
You got the gist.
I don't think I did get the gist.
I
I'm
didn't get
waiting
the
for the
gist.
gist.
No, I did not get the
As you
gist.
speak,
That's
I'm
the
waiting
gist.
For the gist.
Is this supposed to be like a game changer thing?
Is the gist happening now? Is it in the room with us?
In the room with us?
The gist is 12 men are about to come in this house.
And do fucking what?
That's a fully armed Christmas tree behind you.
The other thing I wanted to kick around was opening these up with like a fun little like factoid or type thing or something like that.
You mean like ant facts?
Good call. Very good call. Yep.
Don't dangle ant facts.
Because this is going to be the poet's place, so I get to like the comedians are just good at yelling at people.
I don't want to be a poet on the internet. I don't want to be a poet on the internet.
No, you're something that writes poetry. I can't exactly define what that.
Oh my god.
Someone like your identity, right? Like,
hey, Chris, take a lap.
All right, we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
In case you didn't catch it.
All right, so this one I wanted to open up with because I thought Kevin would like it a lot. Did you know that in an episode of The Sopranos, there is the Gilmore Girls playing in the background? But then on the other hand, on an episode of Gilmore Girls, the father comes in a full sweatsuit, and she goes, "You look like Tony Soprano," inferring that the Sopranos are a show in the Gilmore Girls. So technically, there is an infinite recursive loop of Sopranos airing in Gilmore Girls, and then Gilmore Girls and airing in Sopranos, and Sopranos airing in Gilmore Girls ad infinitum.
Okay, Penrose.
I was going to say that you've just been playing too much Signalis. That's all that's saying. That's all you're saying to me.
We got to wrap this up. We got to get through this quick. I'm very excited. That's the name of the short story that, dear viewer, hopefully you will read someday.
Never mind. I'll keep my confession to myself.
You think people that listen to podcasts read?
This, maybe I'm just cutting the demographic too tight. Like maybe the demographic is just me, and like people that I can badger into getting onto a microphone.
Print is dead.
Print is dead. Long live the
print is dead.
Long live the print.
Badgered. I think you asked nicely once, and then here we are.
I can guilt you guys a little bit too. I'm trying not to. Okay, so the art.
I actually want to know too.
Share
with the class. I actually love those moments when
Did I make a face?
The group is recording,
okay.
And then they like ask the producer a question, and then the producer chimes in. So Sam, I think you should not be shy. If we ever throw the mic your way, just let it out. You
one of my favorite podcasts. The producer has some of the best lines, and yeah.
The reason I was laughing, and you'll see this when the podcast comes out, was that when Kevin was pouring the wine, he made a very funny face, and I got it on camera.
Oh, I love it.
So you'll see it about 2 minutes ago if you're watching this.
This is why I don't like being on camera.
That's why Kevin doesn't like being on camera.
I don't like being on camera.
It's okay. I'll only do it to you once in a while.
Here we go.
I'm trying.
I am still waiting for the gist.
Yeah, can we?
Okay, the gist. Okay, so are you familiar with a science fiction and fantasy magazine called Clark's World?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I am not, actually.
It's one of the big ones. It's up there with your Asimovs, your Analogs, your Lightspeeds. Like it's one of the big boys. Lightspeed's very good. Side note, dear listener, friggin'. Wait, I'm gonna stop doing it. It's just very funny. I'm so sorry. It's a callback to another story.
I know.
Yes, we know, Christian.
We know, buddy. We're there.
I was trying to get a reaction out of you guys. You weren't, so the joke's
Don't
out.
try to get a rise out of us, please. It's not a good dynamic for a podcast.
I apologize.
Building trust, one bite at a time. All right?
So I'm gonna gripe really quick. I apologize if I'm wrong, but it seems very much like Asimov's is one of the only big ones that are still running in print.
Interesting. Have the rest transitioned to just purely online?
They just email it to you. They put it on your Kindle. Did
I not just say the print is dead?
I you did.
Actually, print is going to make a strong resurgence as people deal with the fact that they have screen fatigue. That's my take.
I think
2026, year of the analog.
I think the AI slop is going to bring us to like a singularity where people realize like, oh wait, the internet's bullshit. Like I would like to think that's going to
We're already living in the dead internet theory. It's not a theory anymore. It is the dead internet.
But then where the amount of time that people are spending on the thing.
Then we make a second internet.
The cool internet. I think 4chan tried that and it went terribly wrong.
I want to hear all of your takes about 4chan. Christian.
We are
That's what I
not
want
going to talk
to
about
do.
fucking 4chan.
4chan the
How
podcast.
are we on cursing? I'm sorry.
Go for it.
Okay.
I got to look up
I
the
actually
rules. But
if you want me to like not curse, I would have to probably do like a purification ritual.
yeah.
Like, not sure how that would work for
The-
me.
the way it used to work, and I'd like to think it still works the same, is that it first like 9 minutes or the first like percentage or something like that, you don't curse, and then after that you're good. But because who knows, I haven't made $1 off the thing yet, so I'll let you know if it ever gets, we'll make it work. And as I eventually someday I'll be able to pay Sam to do pretty.
Let me know when you want to throw to ads because I have a good I got a good ad throw.
Immediately, like
Immediate
next
ad throw,
episode,
yeah.
as soon as we record this, I'm gonna go. I want to go start talking to people and being like, hey,
Do you want me to see if the guy that buys my knives wants to sponsor this podcast?
100%, absolutely.
That's awesome.
And then you do the commercial for it. This is everything I've ever wanted.
There
You
you
get a cut of the ad revenue. If it, maybe don't put that in writing.
It's fine. Take all the ad revenue.
So
Wait, how much is the ad revenue going to be?
you already said.
Wait.
Wait a minute,
I didn't put anything
roll
in
that
writing.
back now.
I didn't put out anything in writing. No.
That was not a gentleman's agreement.
I've had
Listen,
2.5 glasses of wine.
If I make $1, I'll be ecstatic. Let's put it that way.
I understand.
Sir,
How close do I have to?
Yeah, that's a
I
good
go
question.
close
I've
with
been
it.
kind of like
I put
holding
gain.
it like a
I-
low, yeah.
I could turn you guys up. It's I
You don't have
like
to turn me up.
yeah, baby.
Any more than you already have. Okay.
Sure.
What are we doing here?
Okay. Poor Sam is struggling with Liz's camera. No, it was not. I
You
apologize.
did a
I stuck
terrible
with
tape
it.
job.
I know.
I have
quick.
I have like they're in my car. I have a one that clamps and has like a grippy arm on it. If you want me to go grab that, it's my current fold
You're
holder
gonna
for
hold
my
that the
phone
whole
holder.
time?
Excuse me. Oh, sorry.
my goodness.
Would you like a glass of wine? I'm sorry, I didn't offer you one.
I'm not going to turn one down.
Can you rig that for
I-
me?
I-
She said she's gonna.
we're-
Actually, I'm
pa-
gonna drink this whole bottle.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, girl shit. I'm well. Yeah.
This is girl dinner.
Girl.
Either of you
Yes.
should fix that for Sam so she doesn't have to hold it the entire time.
I mean, she doesn't
Said
have
she's
to.
gonna do.
No, don't. No.
Do we need a third book? Do you want more tape?
We could also just put it on a book.
We're back entirely.
We're so back.
We're so back.
Let's go.
Okay, so your Clark's World, right? The one of these big magazines, right? They did a very funny thing on their submission page where they have very specific rules. So you have your standard fiction guidelines, 1,000 words to 22,000 words, 14 cents a word, which is not too shabby.
No, it's not bad at all, actually.
Genre, science fiction, fantasy, no horror, but dark sci-fi fantasy is permitted.
Okay.
Language, English. We accept stories from all over the world. Translations are welcome and encouraged, but they prefer it.
Well, how do they differ between horror and suspense?
Probably it.
And what happens if it bleeds?
Yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
so, it's like horror for the sake of it, or suspense in another genre. Maybe. Statement about AI. Stories must be well written. Language is important.
According to whom?
There is no distinction between style and substance or story and writing, which are those well said. Convenient for on-screen reading. Very long paragraphs or typographical trickery may work against you. Suitable for audio. Stories should be equally effective, but not necessarily the same in text and audio formats. So, which brings us to the reason for us meeting, which there's also this nice little, it's not little, there's a nice little chunk here. Additional rules about science fiction and fantasy. And I would like to, as Clark's World, like 14 cents a word, no joke, like people know it. Like I imagine you got Asimov with Nebula winners and whatnot going on in here. There's like all these additional little rules that they say. So science fiction needs not be, quote, hard science fiction, but rigor is appreciated. Fantasy can be folkloric, contemporary, surreal, etc., though no particular setting, theme, or plot is anathema to us. The following are likely hard sells.
Okay.
And that's what I wanted to run down with you guys today.
Okay.
Oh, let's hear it.
Are you going to give them all of us up top, or are we just gonna say one and then we can talk about it?
I thought we were gonna list them off, and then we try to
hit them all.
kind of crack the code of why they're advising you against it.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
And I think that we could. There's some interesting stuff because it's like some of them are like kind of obvious.
Are
but
they
then,
hard and fast on like stepsister porn?
Not what I
on here.
anticipated
See, then it's
coming up, but okay.
No.
I mean, as long as it's science fiction. What if your stepsister's an android?
It's and she gets stuck in a washing machine in a fantasy washing machine, Kevin.
Oh my
Is it technically
goodness.
incest?
But it's just enough to have.
These are the hard questions that you come to the Scallywags for.
He said the thing. He said the thing. Okay, number 1 on the list. Zombies or zombie
I really
wannabes.
thought you were about to say Zionism.
Oh my god.
I don't
You're-
need this as a theme. I don't need it.
So are you trying to get put on timeout? Is that what you're trying to do?
I want to go change my shirt.
He wants me to delete the episode so no one sees the shirt. That's what it is.
Listeners, I love Taco Bell. I didn't necessarily need you guys to know that about me. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Zombies or zombies?
Zombies.
Oh, there
This
we
is
go.
Bach Hotel. Yeah. Pay us. Zombies or zombie wannabes.
free promotion.
Seriously, I'm not kidding. Is written in parentheses.
I can give you what I think right now is like the reason that they say that is because there was such an influx of zombie media between like 2001 to 2014, somewhere around there, that culminated with The Walking Dead being absolutely terrible, and people are really fucking sick of zombies.
I'm
Just
gonna
so much.
refrain from commenting on the zombie of it all until I hear the rest.
Oh, and like get a little more context, and then if we refer back to zombies.
Well,
or-
you know what? Because everything is always in relation to something else. So I want to like the list. I think it will be more interesting once I know like all the things that are on the list.
I think Liz is telling me to shut the fuck up.
I wasn't necessarily saying that.
Liz,
Not
why
necessarily.
Liz, why are you railroading?
Am I railroading?
No,
Shut the fuck up.
no, I
No,
think
just kidding.
I think I think the influx is a really good point. I think like it, and you know what too? You got to figure how many new writers are like, I'm gonna get into Clark's world, because I definitely tried to get into like Asimov and like fresh out of college, and I just was not there yet at all. So that's definitely gonna be. Next one is also very interesting, which could also wind up in the same kind of place. Sexy vampires, wanton werewolves, wicked witches, or demonic children.
Oh,
Alright,
so
I'm gonna
only
shut up.
only wicked witches though.
Only
if they are kind.
I feel like they're maybe
Then-
after the Wicked, what is it, For Good that just came out, they're maybe going to alter that rule. But
what
anyway,
was the last one after Wicked Witches?
demonic children.
Demonic Children.
Did anybody see Weapons?
Weapons.
Weapons
it's-
was phenomenal. It was so good.
It's very high on my to watch list.
It was so good.
Weapons. I already saw. It was one of the few horror movies I could watch twice. Because it's brutal and scary,
I'd watch it
but
again.
it's like it's
It's not Hereditary.
Yeah, you know what? I'm never gonna watch it. I watched this week, and I'm never gonna watch again.
What?
Friggin' Bring Her Back.
Oh,
Oh, I watched that one.
Oh my
I have
god!
not seen it.
Yeah,
Brutal.
Fuzzy Britches and I watched that with Gay Best Friend when he was here because he
That's-
hates. Gay Best Friend hates scary movies.
For the
So
uninitiated,
we always make him watch scary movies.
for the uninitiated, Kevin hides the identity of
He
his
likes
loved
to protect
ones.
people's privacy, which I think is something to respect.
1,000%.
Yes.
But
Thank you.
And the panache just brings it the extra mile.
We love the nicknames.
Do I get the D&D panache buff for that?
Roll for initiative. This like so a lot of these they're like movie archetypes, right? Like just writing The Omen or writing like The Wizard of Oz witch, like
Twilight.
sexy vampires is on there. Yeah.
Twilight. True
They're,
Blood.
they're kind of movie archetypes, but they're also like very much a genre that exists in fiction. Like there is. You
I mean,
know-
well, then you can argue that vampires are inherently sexy because they're supposed to be.
It's part of their folklore. It's part of their essence. They're predatory.
Yeah.
Like
what's the least sexy vampire
Nosferatu.
you've ever read?
No, but in the new one, he's and I wouldn't use the word sexy, but driven for some. That last scene was brother.
I mean, never mind. Never mind.
We're gonna keep moving right along.
Yep. Go ahead.
But I think that's it's interesting though. It's like that sexy is inherently an element in vampires, right? But then perhaps it's just been so overused. It's just so part of.
So I would argue that sex has always been a huge part of horror and suspense, and the greatest bounds of that, like the outside of that, is if you look at H.R. Geiger stuff and Alien and Aliens, and just the nature of the face hugger itself, and it's a penetrative act that forces the creature down their throats, and it's even the tongue that comes out of the xenomorph's face is it's phallic.
The Ridley scene with there's something.
That's a dick in her face.
I wasn't saying a dick, but I mean,
No,
it was like predatory.
Yeah,
It was
it's
like
a dick with teeth.
I mean, they even
it's
found
literally
a way
a dick
to do
with
this
teeth.
in Jurassic Park, so.
But there's sexy in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do they lift up the dinosaur skirts?
No, I'm talking about in the Lost
Kevin,
World.
this is the
There's the scene where Julianne Moore runs into the cave or whatever, and the dinosaur
Licks her?
tongue, comes in through the water, and it's just all up in her décolletage.
You're right.
Décolletage, yeah.
Are you proud of that?
I am.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I would be too.
Because you
I would
should
be.
be.
Too. Yeah, I would be too.
Well, je ne sais quoi, Okay.
What the French call a certain, I don't know what.
Qu'est-ce
Were
que
you
c'est?
trying to quote Tuong Fu? If you lift up her skirt and you don't find something
No,
you
I
should
was
find.
actually quoting one of my a person named Io from one of my favorite podcasts. They recently did a
From the moon?
that is just their name. They did a not Commander. That's
Damn,
Magic
Christian.
the Gathering. What's the one shot D&D? It's called
Not Call of Cthulhu.
No. It's shit. Oh my god, why am I blanking on this?
Eberron.
All right, so it's a form of a role playing game that I can't remember what it's called. But when they were introducing their character, they said that he's got a certain what the French call I don't know what, and it just cracks me up. Absolutely cracks me up.
Munchkin?
I appreciate
No.
that.
He was a dog human. They were a dog human hybrid named Squash. It's really good. The name of the episodes of the podcast was Dawn of Frogs, and it was if you want to give it a listen, it's a 6-part. It's like a little over 6 hours of listening, and it's very good.
I want to run a Call of Cthulhu one shot so bad, and I've been meaning to bring this up to you guys.
Pathfinder. It's called Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
There.
Oh, okay, nice.
There it is. I got it.
We
got there.
4E plus.
Yeah.
4E. So interesting enough, the next item on the
I
list.
swear to God, if it's D&D, I'm going to riot. I'm leaving.
No, actually, stories of rapists, murderers, child abusers, or cannibals.
I mean,
Interesting.
Yeah,
Monster
should I
was
bleep
all
that?
3 or all 4.
Was
it Monster?
The Eric Lyle story?
No, not that Monster. No, Barbarian.
Oh.
Barbarian.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's
The house, the Airbnb. Yeah.
like there's. I don't want to say that there's good characters that do these things, but
that eat people?
yeah, right. Certainly there's good characters that eat people. The other stuff is a little more concerning.
Well, I
Well,
mean, that
murderers
knocks
is
my
pretty-
current short story right out of the running.
No, but
From
here's
which
the-
one?
But
Okay.
you know what it is so a lot of workshop time. I think a lot of people it's like a therapy thing for them, and it's a little too
I understand.
real.
So
I
my question
immediately
is-
thought they're trying to get people to not submit their trauma dump. So,
100%, and
which is kind of I
fucked up to me.
understand it, but it's a kind of a canned way of thinking about those subjects, in my opinion.
like you're retelling a
But
horrific
maybe
incident.
because I lean into dark themes, so
yeah.
you know.
And the real world is hard and scary. It's terrible things happen. And I'm sure there are murders and there's murders in all sorts of good fiction.
Yeah,
But
I'll buy you another bottle of. Fuzzy Bridges is complaining that I opened up her wine and drank the entire
betrayal.
bottle.
Betrayal. He drank it fast before he found it.
I don't want to drink the shitty wine. I don't want to drink
Kevin,
the shitty wine.
you're on barefoot till Christmas.
Oh, I thought you meant actually barefoot. Oh, I forgot about barefoot being a wine.
You're on
Yeah.
Sutter Home.
I would if it's all the same. I'd rather Yellowtail. Kevin.
Gasp. Yeah, so like stories about those people are probably
Okay,
like,
so if your story features one or more of those things, not in a spotlight kind of way, it just so happens that there is a murderer or a cannibal in your story, but as long as that's not the focus, do you
he's
think
driven by eating
this is
people,
like-
Kevin. He needs to eat people.
it's made out of
It's-
people?
Soylent Green is people. So I get it, where especially young writers, and like the slush pile, it probably just features prominently.
Oh, you're on camera right now.
Do we have to cut that?
I think we should cut that.
I gotta go. So that thing that never happened, right? So like, where especially in the hand,
Oh, damn.
especially in the hands of young writers, is probably just like really hard to let fly.
A feeling that they're. I'm sure that they deal a lot with a pretty large influx of AO3 type fiction, in which people who write that sort of stuff are writing it for a particular audience who wants to read those kind of things, and that might not be a mainstream audience. And also,
Yeah.
I'm sure that other readers of this particular magazine or any particular magazine are probably triggered by those kinds of things, and
Yeah.
that's what they're trying to avoid.
100.
Yeah, is there an age range for this publication? Do they say, like, it's intended for this to this? Because I'm sensing a theme, which is let's avoid
The-
gore
yeah.
and smut.
These sorts of I don't see.
Because I
an
think if you
age.
All the
cut
best parts
out
of life.
if you cut out a lot of these categories, I think that you kind of do stay away from those topics.
Yeah, and I think there's something to be said about like this is one of the bigger magazines. They're one of the higher circulated, more popular. Like they're going to be a little more. They don't want it. It's like getting same reason you would get censored on YouTube. Is just that like
Does anybody feel like this is an overt suppression of art?
I still think they would take good versions of these. Like if you put like
I'm gonna write the best sexy vampire cannibal fic you've ever read in your life. It's gonna make your fucking head explode. And if they don't accept it and print it,
they take it off the
I'm
website.
gonna sue.
They said
I'm
hard
gonna
sell,
sue.
not no outright.
No, they're like are likely hard sells.
How far
Okay.
down the list are we?
We're only 3 in.
Quarter, third. Stories where the climax is dependent on the spilling of intestines. Okay, so
That is oddly specific.
Okay, so
Are we?
we have two in my mind. We have two column headings, right?
okay.
And they are smut and gore.
Yep.
And we're like literally
That's
going
in the
down.
that's in the smut side, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do they mean like the literal spilling of intestines?
The climax is dependent on the spilling of intestines. So it's like that.
In a gory sort of way, and are like we're trying to predict the future through what the innards look like kind of
Are
way.
you trying to get around the Clark's World submission rules?
I mean,
Technically-
I've never met a rule that I didn't want to break.
As he sips his girlfriend's wine.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I don't really like to be perceived.
Stop looking at me.
So stop perceiving me.
It's really
so
funny
pretty.
that you said that.
What?
I was thinking about that the other day.
What?
The challenge is inherent in being perceived. But I don't want to take
Yeah,
us
it
on a
turns out
tangent.
in order to be loved, you have to be perceived, and it's one of the worst parts of being alive.
Oh my goodness.
Like versus like hermitude. Like
I'd make a great hermit. I would just make knives and play Overwatch for the rest of my life.
you can't be a hermit and play Overwatch. Well, you need people to play Overwatch.
I don't have to talk to them.
Right.
The only time I talk to them is when I'm angry with them.
Picture a guy at like a 7-Eleven just being like, "Where do these cords go?"
I want to run down the list. I want to keep going. I want to run down the
We're
list.
running. Okay. So because all right, so we're getting like the smut and the violence certainly. This might actually break out of Liz's paradigm here. Stories in which the milquetoast civilian government is depicted as the sole obstacle to either catching some depraved criminal or to an uncomplicated military victory.
Milk toast.
Milquetoast is a great word.
Milquetoast is a fantastic word. We love an unnecessary cue.
Yeah, borderline necessary.
Oh, it's the spelling bee. Go.
Milquetoast. MILQUETOAST.
Incredible.
Boom.
Thank you.
You tried it.
An entire bottle of wine. God damn it. Thank you.
If anything, it's more clear. My Chinese was unbelievable. After you got me in my cups.
Oh my God! Speaking of Chinese, do you want to drink that bottle of baijiu I have in the fridge?
To celebrate the inaugural episode of Scallywags, I'll tell you what.
It's from China. It was purchased in China.
So the baijiu is disgusting.
You should be sipping something very refined to go with your sweater.
No, I need him to be so.
Look at the Christmas tree.
Baijiu is not refined.
We're living on stolen wine. Times are hard, okay?
Stolen. It was in my fucking house. She wasn't drinking. It's been there for months. I will buy her another $20 bottle of Coppola.
You could have done the, I forgot. But if you fessed up.
Why would I lie to her?
Right. Absolutely. Where are we going? So a milquetoast civilian government is when the stories in which a milquetoast civilian government is depicted as the sole obstacle. So it's like
they don't want inept. The trope of inept cops, and we were just talking about Stranger Things before this, like the ineptitude of the Hawkins PD is a
except
major,
Hopper.
Except Hopper. I mean,
for the first half of season 1. But
yes, okay, except Hopper. I mean, the man. Listen, Fuzzy Bridges and I just rewatched season 4 because she's never seen. Well, I rewatched season 4. She's never seen it, and I rewatched it just in order to get ready for season 5.
Yeah.
And there is the scene before all the hullabaloo happens where Hopper starts a fight in the yard and uses that as cover to steal the lighter and the bottle of schnapps.
Okay.
So he can light the spear on fire and, keep the Demogorgon away from them. Like,
right.
That's canny. Like, that's really good. that's I mean, yeah, he may be a cop, but all cops are bastards, and that includes Hopper. But
there's something to be said about young writers too being like, I have this really clever thing where it's like a lot of people have like that clever like handoff, but then like sometimes they're too clever for themselves. I think sometimes.
Say again what the government is supposed to be the obstacle to in this.
The milquetoast civilian government is depicted as the sole obstacle to either catching some depraved criminal or an uncomplicated military victory. Oh, so
the cops are too incompetent to catch the villain.
Oh no, but then yeah.
But I can't think off the top of my head of a really prominent story arc where.
Have you never watched The X-Files?
There's that.
Every local PD that they meet is completely incompetent, except for like in I think it's the end of season 1 where they meet that tracker from the Fish and Wildlife. That's way better at them than everything that they're doing. Like
I think I watched The X-Files when I was like 7 years old.
The X-Files. Okay, you should rewatch it. It would benefit from a rewatch because it's two of the most attractive people that have ever lived. Ever.
Oh, hey.
All cops are bastards except for Dana Scully and H. Mulder.
That's fair.
But the only problem with this.
Wait a minute. Yeah. But I incompetent police is different from the government being the obstacle
it's
to
just an
the
sole
obstacle
obstacle
to catching.
It's just
some
an extension of that. It's
ne'er-do-well.
incompetent police. It's incompetent government.
Or to an uncomplicated military victory. Oh, so like your protagonist just rolls whatever incompetent police force.
I would love to talk to whoever wrote this and figure out like. What story hurt your feelings? Like, what is this?
Who hurt you?
The slush pile's brutal, buddy. I'm sure.
What is this story where there's
most of the things I've ever written have wound up in the slush pile?
So it goes.
I want to know what this uncomplicated military victory was. I'm like picturing
We
someone who's like
man,
studied, like this volume on war, and they're just like this thing that's set up as complicated is not complicated. They just need to move these troops here, do that, and like they start they have like the 20-point plan.
So yeah,
it's not complicated. Just do it.
I was gonna say like all the examples you guys are listing are good pieces of fiction. I think we gotta explore like where this goes terribly wrong too. You know?
So, all right. So you say that the examples that we're listing are good pieces of fiction, but every piece of fiction, every single piece of fiction that you've ever read requires some amount of a suspension of disbelief.
Certainly. I think, you know what though, I'm picturing so many of these as like you guys know like Jack the Killer.
Not always.
Like, that, like,
Give me one example that doesn't require a certain amount, however infinitesimal, of suspension of disbelief.
Well,
If you say Stranger Things, I'm walking out right now.
What?
Yeah. Like,
I guess, like, where I'm going with this is suspension of disbelief is, like, I'm in it. I'm rocking with this world. I believe it. But there are things that are so ridiculous that there is no level of disbelief that can carry you into that story, and you're just enjoying the absurdity.
I thought you were going to go the other way on that. That there is such grounded fiction that there is no such thing as suspension of disbelief for some of it. I really thought you were going to go the other way.
No,
Yeah, like,
No, I mean, all right, so
I'm thinking of the most absurd
fiction
thing
at its core
ever
is supposed to be
So-
a lot of things, but one of them is entertaining.
okay.
And for anybody that's ever lived more than, I don't know, 5 minutes on this planet, life isn't always entertaining.
Yeah, like even like Marriage Story, like for example, like there's a level of
I never watched it.
it's heartbreaking.
I don't need to watch
yeah,
it.
it
Is
hurts.
this the thing with Adam Driver?
Adam
in
Driver
it?
and Scarlett Johansson going
Scarlett
through the
Johansson,
divorce.
I have not seen it.
I haven't
No, but the
watched
point is like it's about.
I'm a child of divorce. I don't need to see it happen again.
Spoiler: it's about a divorce. So like, but then even
That
Well,
was
they
a
should have called
spoiler.
it Divorce Story.
but like even at some level, you're like, oh, I don't believe that he would do this or that she would do that or like that's where it would go. I think also part of it is to reveal the sort of like things that we would never do, like because we're going through like such a terrible time or whatever. But then, I'm just thinking about suspension of disbelief and like this sort of like even the most grounded real situation, like is there still that suspension there, or like I'll hear these characters out, you know, and specifically too, this is also sci-fi fantasy too.
I mean, I'm always willing to hear characters out because I recognize that I feel like this is a growing problem as of late, or maybe it's always been a problem, and I'm just now cluing into it, is that people don't like when a main character in whatever fiction that they're reading, viewing, listening to, doesn't act the way that they themselves would act.
Yeah. Especially like horror, like why would you go in the shed?
Why would you go? Because that's what the narrative is, bitch.
No,
Stop saying it.
Disagree. Hard
Really?
disagree. Yeah, I think that actually some of the things that get the most discourse are when people delight in talking shit about someone doing actions that they wouldn't do. Like that's the part that they like. Like in a horror movie, we're getting the example of
don't
go in the shed. We're like,
I don't
they
mean
love
don't
that.
like it in a way that would preclude them from continuing to consume that media.
Okay.
I'm just saying that they don't like it. I don't know, if I wasn't put on the spot and I didn't realize we were going to be having an intelligent conversation, I maybe wouldn't have drank an entire bottle of wine.
Should have known when I saw the shirt.
Oh no.
It's a great shirt. I'm fucking around.
Fuck right off.
This is brought to you by Bach Hotel. Speaking of absurd,
Brought to you by the Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
stories where the Republicans, Democrats, or Libertarians, or insert any political party or religion here, take over the world and either save or ruin it.
Oh, I'm out.
Whoops.
Oops.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe the German word for that is oopsen.
All right, so then, like, case in point here, right? Like, you have Margaret Atwood made $1 million with friggin' Handmaid's Tale, and that's brutal and realistic. But maybe it's just the kid coming out of college just isn't Margaret Atwood.
The Man in the High Castle. Like,
Yeah, right. Which is like, that's 70s, 80s.
Man in the High Castle came out in the mid-60s.
60, oh, way off. Sorry.
Now I want to hear the
I have to
rest
look
of
it
the list.
So that one's like we could pretty much.
Can we just lightning round
Yeah.
the entire rest of the list? Because,
But hang me up on
And then-
ones that you want to spend time on, because that one's like pretty, like just being like.
We'll come back to the ones we want to
All
spend
right,
time on.
God forgive me. And you know what? This is, if we're gonna start the podcast like this, and we're gonna do it, is that I'm just picturing this kid, like some kid being like, and the Republicans took over the world. Like,
oh, I was so
you know
close.
what
62. I was so close.
Oh, with, like you know what?
Man in the High
you know
Castle.
what I mean? Like, so it's like you could do it well, but then it's unlikely that you will do it well. Maybe.
Maybe. Let's see.
I mean, I'm currently writing it. I don't know if I'm actually doing it well,
But
but
you're also like you're keeping up on your reading, and you're older now. You know how things work a little better, and like
I don't know how shit works. I don't know how shit works.
Wait, this is making me want to come back. Did you find if there's an age range? Because you keep talking about like
No.
this, like some kid or like a young kid or something like that, and that makes me curious.
'Cause
These
All
are
people don't. Right?
it's the slush pile, right? Or I should even I'm saying young writers. So like, but that also includes like 50-year-olds who just suddenly picked
Just
up
getting into writing.
Yeah,
just throw me a bone for my attention span and just power through the rest of the list.
All right, lightning round. Let's go.
So we'll go lighter on, like that one's a lighter one, right? Because
That one's not a lighter
It's
one. I want
not.
to talk more about that one.
I do
want
too.
to talk way more about that one.
But I need to hear the rest of the list. Yeah.
all right. Stories in which the words "thou" or "thine" appear.
Okay.
This is but that one just really quick, just quick run through. Like that's just people doing old speak, but then not really being
For
good.
the sake of old speak. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it creates this like they like get cute with the sentence structure and that kind of stuff.
Okay, moving on.
Talking cats or swords?
Okay.
Wait, talking cats or swords, or talking cats or talking swords?
Talking cat swords.
You know I have a metal shop in my garage, right? And like, there's feral cats around here. I could make this happen.
Mom, help me!
Please, for the love of God, how many more?
We're going. No, so what, you want to read the whole list?
I really
Keep
do
going,
want to
keep
hear
going.
the list,
You're
and then
Killing my formula. I
Let's
had
go.
a formula here.
Let's go.
yeah.
Oh my God, talking cats are or do we refer back to that later?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to talk.
Oh, no,
about
we can
it.
put it.
I
We're
wanna
putting a
talk
pin in all of
more
these.
about
Okay.
these things, but I just need to hear the
and
rest
all right,
of
so
the
we'll
list.
run through.
I
Yes.
want to
go
know
individually.
how much energy I need to devote to all of these.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
talking
I
cats
got
and swords,
one,
cats
I
are
have
bad.
comments, but like I just need to
Go ahead.
get
All
the
right,
full picture.
we'll lightning round,
And then we'll
Yeah.
come back to
Okay.
them. Yes.
All right. Stories where FTL travel or time travel is as easy as it is on television or shows or movies.
Okay.
That's an interesting one. That one I want to talk a lot about.
Can you read that again?
Stories where FTL travel or time travel is as easy as it is on television shows or movies.
I agree with the time travel aspect of that. I don't agree with the faster than light travel. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, because you're going to look into systems too, like like magic systems or science systems or whatever. I'm afraid we're going to forget them.
No. I mean, we can just go back and look at
We
the
could
list.
just go back
yeah,
and like,
there you
okay.
go.
Stories about young kids playing in some field and discovering anything in all caps.
I love that.
A body, an alien craft,
I love that.
Excalibur, anything. Also,
I love that. I agree with that one. I agree
You're
with
not
that.
Stephen King.
Exactly.
Cut it
Yeah,
out.
that was exactly my thought. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Like it's just that's what I love about this. It's like a come to Jesus moment for a lot. We have to crack these open. Yep. Stories about the stuff we all read in science. We all read in Scientific American 3 months ago.
Okay. Please.
Oh, I feel like that's a
It's a personal attack.
yeah, that's a very specific call out. Yep.
Stories about your RPG character adventures.
No D&D campaigns. No D&D campaigns.
It's on there. It's on there. Quote, funny stories that depend on or even include puns. That's brutal.
So, no better Nate than Lever.
Go to jail. Go straight to jail.
Believe it or not, straight to jail. That's still one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me was you reading me that fucking story in your living room at like 2 o'clock in the morning when we were both high out of our minds. Do you not remember the better Nate than Lever?
Oh, that was like a real joke that you guys.
That was me. It was me or you.
Yeah, no, you were the one that introduced me to this, and I've made several people read it, or I've read it to them. It's the ultimate Shaggy Dog joke. It is the ultimate Shaggy Dog
dear.
joke. It's like a 10,000 word Shaggy Dog joke. And it's really well written. It's really well written. Listener, if you ever have like an hour to spare, look up. I can't even say better Nate than Lever because that ruins the whole thing. But look up better Nate than Lever and read it because it is very much worth reading. So.
I have to like rediscover this part of
For
myself.
my sanity, if you can just take 20 seconds and just read the list.
Go ahead.
And then we can go back and do what you want to do.
Stories where stories where the protagonist stories where either the protagonist is either widely despised or widely admires simply because he or she is just so smart and or strange.
No Mary Sue's.
No,
Okay.
I'm telling you the vibe I'm getting.
Okay. Go on.
Pineapple Jim was the smartest cowboy in all the land.
Next one.
It's not. I'm sorry. I apologize. Stories originally intended for someone's upcoming theme anthology or issue. Everyone is sending those out. Wait a while. So that's just like if you're already circulating
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Your trunk stories. What is a trunk story? Oh, like memoirs, I guess, or something like that.
I have no idea,
guess
actually.
like memory trunk stories. And then last but not least, stories that try to include all of the above.
Damn.
Because somebody
looked
Way
at all
to go, Jim.
Looked at all those rules and said, "I'm gonna break every fucking single one of them." Yep, I'm gonna break
They're
every
gonna
single
love it.
fucking one of them. Yep, I love that.
A
Whoever that
trunk
person is, I
story
need you to email me because I want to
or
talk.
trunk novel is a manuscript a writer has set aside, often because it's flawed, unfinished, or doesn't fit current projects,
So
keeping
everything that I've ever written
it in a virtual or literal trunk rather than submitting it. Take that with a grain of salt. It's the AI overview, people.
So I wonder if like you just like if they see this kind of stuff, like they see a pattern, they'll just be like, oh, this is from what's his face, like just throw him in the slush pile and never let him out.
Well, listen, we can revisit quite a few of these if you'd like to.
Yeah,
Please.
But I think it was helpful for my brain to hear the full list, because really what we're getting at with these restrictions is the structure of the literary world, right? Or at least the structure of traditional publishing, where there is someone who is a curator or a tastemaker or, is doing some function of gatekeeping, and their taste is what decides what gets in, what gets circulated to the wider public. And then you're seeing there are, of course, lots of alternative paths, but it kind of goes back to the beauty of the work is in the eye of the beholder, right?
How dare you?
So
I think this is Liz being really butthurt that she's realizing she has to self-publish her Cannibal Vampire novel.
Jilted.
well, I had not leaned into cannibalism in the vampire
actually, a bunch of
story,
kids find a
but-
cannibal vampire in a field is what it actually is.
And then it starts talking to them.
No, it's got a sword that starts talking to them.
Right, absolutely.
And the sword is beloved.
Wait,
because
hold
of
on.
how
I
special
wonder
it
if
is.
Talking Cat came out around the same time that Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Surely.
I didn't actually watch the revival, so I don't know if they're familiar was a cat. It wasn't. No. Okay.
The freaking like the isekai people like terrify me. I love them, many of them. It's just that the fiction just doesn't do anything for me.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was reborn a slime, and now I have like a harem of like all these like 12-year-olds, but they're really 3,000, so I could do whatever I want.
Would you still love
Like,
me if I was a slime?
Yeah, it's very disturbing. There's something about it I don't like.
That's what 4chan's for.
Exactly. And then the other side of this, and like my pushback against it a little bit, is that like if you read like Twilight in so the famous lineup that like it haunts me is that 50 Shades of Grey is Twilight fan fiction.
Yes.
And then Twilight is actually My Chemical Romance fan fiction.
Less strong of a case. Inspired by My Chemical Romance, shall we say?
It's so like if you went back and like read these like in their original forms on like Inked.
Are you saying that everything comes back to 9/11 because the only reason that My Chemical Romance is around? It's like you're just literally that big domino meme of
Hashtag
9/11.
9/11 give us 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, no, Gerard. Yeah, exactly. So Gerard Way was inspired to start writing music and forming a band because of 9/11, because of the horrors that he saw on 9/11, and that's where
my
My Chemical
God.
Romance came from.
Hashtag conspiracy theories. Hashtag buildings don't fall like that. So
Episode 1, we're running. We did it.
I changed my mind. Bush did 9/11.
Joe Rogan, call me, please.
no.
This podcast is brought to you by every guest that Joe Rogan has ever had on his. Oh
Cut
my
to the
God!
ad. Cut to the Raytheon ad.
Cut to the Raytheon ad.
Now
Right.
watch
Do
this
you know what
drive.
else has?
No, it's just-
Do you know what else has hundreds of conspiracy theories about 9/11?
Who's that?
The sponsors that I'm sorry, the products and services that sponsor this podcast. Yeah.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. This episode is brought to you by, well, you and Raytheon. We really need you guys for this thing to work. Every minute that you're watching, we're more likely to succeed. I'm going to post up a Patreon and a Ko-Fi up here. There's nothing on there now, but we would like to grow into them a little more. No pressure, but it would be nice. But, please, just by watching is helping. Please obey, like, subscribe, comment, obey, share, hype, and obey. Thank you for helping me on the path to this weird dream. Please find Liz and Kevin on socials. They didn't want me to say it, but go into my follow list, the Open Mics follow list, and go find them on there. Please buy Raytheon. Customer success is our mission. Obey and buy Raytheon. Thank you so much. Back to the show.
You were on a good little roll there. Let's go back to what you were talking about.
About Gerard Way and 9/11?
What, are you not great?
Please, what was I on a roll about there?
I don't really remember.
What the fuck were you referencing?
No, that we're saying that like
Something you were
it's.
just saying.
You want to talk more about Raytheon and knife missiles?
I was saying that like, if you read these stories in their original forms,
Oh,
on,
yes,
like,
yes. We were on the
yeah,
whole life imitates art theme. That's what we were getting at.
It would light up this.
How many
list,
sexy
like-
vampires are you guys running into?
Dude, the internet is littered.
Listen, AO3
I
is one of
should
the
not
top
have referenced
visited
AO3 earlier in this podcast
for a
because the
reason.
AO3 acolytes are going to fucking come for me. They are going. They're almost as
Media
bad as
can't believe-
Swifties. They are going to fucking come for me.
What is AO3?
Oh,
You don't. If you
no.
don't know, you don't need to know.
Well, I have a computer.
No, you don't
I
want to
have
know.
technology. I'm gonna put
I think you should cut that part so that people don't know that you don't know.
archive of our own. A fan-run, created, non-profit, non-commercial archive of transformative fan works and.
Let me ask you something.
Do not lose a minute of your life reading anything on AO3.
Hey, Christian, do you know what Wattpad is?
Wattpad. That was one of the
you
ones. I was
fucking
like,
stop
yep,
it?
there we go.
Would you fucking stop
No,
it?
but it's all right. So listen, we could sit here and be like, I write academic horror with Lovecraftian
Academic
themes, and
horror.
I have like this type of voice or whatever. Like, the people reading the Wattpad people, they got 50,000 subscriber reading lists. You know what I mean? Like, given they're all like crazy 14-year-olds.
You guys know that the longest novel ever written is actually on Wattpad.
Oh, who knew?
So,
It's a Harry Potter fanfic on Wattpad.
if you are having a
Less
moment where
laborious.
you are like, going to kind of slam the AO3s and the Wattpads and dismiss
I
that
would like to
as,
make it clear to our listeners
people
that I'm not
who-
slamming AO3. I don't think that it's not art. I don't think that what you're producing doesn't have any merit. It's just not for me. That is my disclaimer. Thank you.
I was
Please don't
saying it
come
was
for me.
funny that like that's like this lineup for this like for one of the like sci-fi magazines, and then you go over to AO3 and there's like people are lauding these same things that they're like, hey buddy, cut it out.
So back on the subject of
empty,
everybody's.
my man.
I know there's a sip in there. Why don't you stop judging me? Back on the subject of people writing trauma dumps, which I would argue that that's anything that anybody's ever written is just a trauma dump. It's just a matter of how good your trauma dump is. To me, that's
really
what
well-worked
AO3
trauma
is people have words inside of them that they need to get out, and I understand that as somebody
Yeah.
who likes to create in many different shapes and forms. I understand that there's something inside of you that you need to get out, and I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I will
sense
simply
a
say
butt
that it's
coming.
not for me. I will simply say that it's
smell a butt.
most of it is not for me. I'm not going to tell you not to make art. Like, I will never ever tell somebody not to make art.
Yeah, and like, you know what though? It's like I think and Leslie, I don't mean to cut you off. I feel like you had a thing. But
I definitely had a thing, and you definitely cut me off.
Kevin cut you off, but I'm jumping in on his cut.
Don't fucking pass the buck to me.
I've lost the thread of what we're talking about, but I'm listening.
It's all that Santa's Little Helper that you had.
Oh, I was
Who's
gone
helping?
before that started, so.
Who is helping Santa's Little Helper? Is that what you were about to say? You
Who's
fuck.
helping
You
you?
fuck.
You're being sassy, Christian.
I'm sorry. I got a little sass. I got a little.
I can I just address really quick how Christian tricked us back into doing the podcast?
He did. It's great.
So I'm doing it. I'm cooking, as the kids say, as the youngins, the Zealanders. Let 'em cook.
I sighed audibly into the mic.
I
What were you
noticed.
saying?
I forget now. It's like these AO3 people, like they have communities. They have like readership. You know, it's like we could sit here and be like, here's the high literature that's going to be remembered for generations. But frankly, you know, it's not like. You know what's not going to be remembered for generations is like stuff that I write versus like somebody who is just like feeling really horny about a character from Marvel. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. You're gonna tell me that a piece of work that you've created has never ever don't point that thing at me has never ever been you just feeling extra horny about something, anything?
Well, we all have those. But
Don't blow smoke up our collective assholes.
I wasn't like, this is it. I wasn't like, this is what I'm going to bring to people.
I think that you are almost being more judgmental than that laundry list of rules you just read.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that those guys are making writing careers for themselves. You know what I mean? It's like maybe I'm trying too hard at some level, certainly.
But what you're doing when you frame it this way, what you're doing is you're kind of putting out this blanket assumption that those works are automatically less than something more academic, and I challenge that assertion. That
not
like,
automatically, no.
But there's a level of judgment in what you're saying that like those works is like, oh, it's smutty and it's not serious, but you know they have community. It's kind of like a little
it's a little resent. You know,
I sense the resentment, and it's also a little like not infantilizing, but it's something where you're kind of like.
Well, like here's the thing: is that like you go through academia, you get these things beaten out of you, right? But it turns out you were right the whole time. Like, what the fuck? What did I spend that fucking $200,000 for?
Are you upset that if you can do it the right way or well enough or what have you, that you could write schlock and be a fucking millionaire?
Well, that's the nightmare, right? Is that you get stuck into the
Is it a
schlock
nightmare?
and you're like, I want to write this, but then they're like, we need another of Fire and Ass series, like those.
Fire and Ass is pretty good. That's pretty good.
Well,
That's all I have.
All right, so I did read the first Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Is that her name?
It's probably good.
Is it Mays
I'm not
or is
saying
it
it's
Maas?
not good.
Maas. Okay. The best thing that I can say about her is she's one of the most prolific writers I've ever seen in my life, because every time I go to Barnes & Noble or I look for books online or what have you, I find yet another fucking Sarah J. Maas novel, and she has like 3 different continuums going. It's very impressive. It is very impressive. I read the first Court of Thorns and Roses book, which I believe is just called A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Her prose isn't bad. Her prose isn't bad at all.
Oh, certainly. You know, it's like the amount of horny
And that list didn't say anything about sexy fairies. That list didn't say anything about sexy fairies.
It's pending. It's in the rough draft in the office right now.
I wasn't unimpressed. Like I've said
But
from the beginning. It's just not for me. That's it.
Like, so, you know, I don't think that it's literally like, no, you can't write sexy vampires. What I think is interesting about this list is that it tries to get your head in the right place for what they're looking for.
Okay, so you think that they're trying to
Look, you keep cutting Liz off, so she's like TikToking now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What? Were you on fucking TikTok?
No, I was not.
Or were you on Instagram?
No.
Were you on AO3?
I was not. I was on Maps because I was looking up when the whatchamacallit place closes because we said we wanted to go there.
I am No, probably.
Don't say the
midnight?
name of the place; it'll get flooded when all the listeners know.
Yeah,
that-
Schmack and Myers. Yeah, McIntyre's is not gonna get fucking down.
I-
Oh my god.
I think it closed at 9 o'clock, but
What time is it? Oh, we gotta get cooking. Yeah. So all right. So now, super smart photographic memory people. Which are the ones you wanted to revisit? Because
you can just go down and
Yeah,
say
go
them
down
one at a
again.
time.
Okay. All right. Zombies we covered. Sexy vampires we continue to cover. Murderers we went in on. Climax is dependent on the spilling of intestines. Sure. So where did we pick up? We said we would re-pick up Talking Cats and Swords.
Before that,
Words where thou and thine appear.
I'm okay skipping over that one.
Okay.
It seems a little self-explanatory.
yeah.
Republicans,
If your high
Dem-
fantasy is so high up your ass, like, nah, we're not gonna take it.
Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians.
That's the one that.
That was the one
Take over
that
the
I was
world
trying to
and
go
either
to. I
save
thought
them
you
or-
were saying you wanted to skip it. Okay.
So, why put it on here, right?
So
I think we know, but
So
You're cutting those off
what I take that as is they don't want any manifestos.
that'd
Like,
be a good.
I get
thing
it.
to put. Sorry, like
I get that, but also
listen, I respect the list of these are hard sells, but I'm very, very glad that because what we're getting at when I hear hear all of these is there's a specific aesthetic they're looking for in some of the works and some of these genres that they want to avoid.
okay.
They want to steer clear of that, and that's totally fine, right? Because they're curating something with their magazine.
Yeah.
But then you do start, I think, to get into some what's the word? It's kind of like, this is maybe the favorite word I've heard lately.
is it rage bait?
No, fraught.
It's a great word.
This is a little fraught. So let's steer clear of this, right?
And
They're probably dealing with an influx of this kind of fiction being submitted to them, and they're trying to grow beyond that. And I understand that.
there's certainly homes for it too. I think that's
There's
what
homes
Liz
for it, and that's
brings up to a good
so
point.
that's the problem that I have with this list is if you're whatever you're writing, submitting, if it has some of these themes or includes some of these elements, doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't have anything to say.
Yeah.
Certainly. So,
And I feel like maybe the next
so
Sound and the Fury is getting lost just because it has
Because that's
sexy
talking
vampires and it has talking cats in it.
the,
So listen,
the
I don't
cat said, "You
know-
must become your father."
And the talking cats is funny because talking cats are really hot right now.
They took. All right, so
Talking cats, cozy cats, chubby cats.
wait,
cats
hold
with
on.
Chub.
Have you read
So cute.
The House Witch? Is it called The House Witch?
I don't know.
I think it's called The House Witch. It's actually
You know
the
what-
next book that I'm gonna read.
You know, one of the
because it was recommended to me by a friend whose opinion I respect.
You want to know one of the saddest moments in fiction for me? When at the end of Kiki's delivery service, when she saves everybody and then she gets her powers back.
Spoilers.
But, sorry, apologies for the
Damn.
30-year-old movie. But oh god.
You should be sorry.
Anyway, we'll bleep this. We'll put a
Spoilers
spoiler.
spoilers for
incoming
Kiki's
for
delivery service.
That's the only description of this.
Yeah, we'll put that disclaimer.
Put
in the
it, do it in post.
I think that should be the
Anyway,
name of the episode.
so-
I think that should be the name of the episode. Is spoilers for Kiki's delivery service.
So we're writing it down.
You've never seen Kiki? Oh my god! Have you ever seen Howl's Moving Castle?
It's really good.
Honey, oh my god, I love you so much. We should drink a bottle of shitty wine and watch a bunch of fucking Miyazaki movies. Yeah. My Neighbor Totoro?
I haven't seen Totoro actually. Yeah, no. I want to see Ponyo. I feel like that was good. Or no, Boy and the Heron is probably great. So the saddest part of that movie is when the cat stops talking, because that's when she becomes an adult, and that she loses touch with her.
I don't have an opinion on that.
Anyway, next.
But speaking of losing touch with your childhood, you know what? There's a great movie that deals with that.
Couple of them.
Is it called Home Alone?
No.
Boyhood.
It's the one with the imaginary
Fuck you
friend.
and Boyhood.
It's the really old one with the imaginary friend.
Foster's House for Imaginary Friends.
Something about Freddy, I think.
Oh wait, hold on.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, it's not
No.
imaginary friend.
You know what I'm talking about? Where she has the imaginary friend.
Yeah, like that's a potent emotion, right? Like, and it's dealing with. So.
It's a really old movie, like really old.
Oh, it's gonna bother me. It's like
If you say it's from like
It's
1980,
like a
I'm
never-ending story type
gonna
thing.
punch you right in the face.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna punch you right in the face.
From the 80s.
I'm pretty sure it's 1980s Disney Channel that played through the aughts. I'm pretty sure it's exactly what she's referencing.
Okay, good.
Producer
Sam's on it.
Sam.
Yes, that's it.
Drop Dead.
What year? What year, Sam?
Woo! Get fucked,
Why
Kevin.
don't you fuck the right the fuck off? How old are you?
No, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, okay.
Guys, talking cats can be cool. Or talking swords can be cool.
So listen, if you're gonna come for talking cats, then you're also coming for Melissa Joan Hart's Sabrina series.
Now, ready? Like, could you get an adult version of that, a super serious, super literary version of that?
I
Do you
don't
think you can get
want
that in
a
Clarksville?
super serious version of
So,
that. I want
Okay.
more
think
seasons of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which with Melissa Joan Hart in her 50s.
This is-
That's what I want.
actually watch that.
Christian, tell me you're not keeping up on the trends without telling me, okay? You have missed a whole genre. There is a very booming popular fiction genre right now, that Japanese translated fiction that deals with cozy cats. Cat fiction.
Yeah, they're hurt people, Liz.
No, they're cozy.
Japanese?
It's
lot of
nothing
that.
but coziness. And it's cozy cats.
I wonder what in their history would lead them down.
I'm
that
reading
path.
House of Leaves right now, okay?
No,
like, you know what I
no.
mean? Like, cozy's
Stop.
not in my vocabulary.
Stop. Why do you keep... You went from Signalis to House of
It hurts
Leaves.
so bad.
Why are you doing this? Are you okay?
I'm also
We know
Are
the
you
answer.
okay?
We know the answer is no.
It's for anybody out there who knows the Pekingese chapter. Jesus Christ.
Don't get sidetracked.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Though fucking that just finished that. I put it down for 2 days.
Christian, I've known you for a very long time.
This is your intervention.
I love you very much. I want only the best for you.
Stop reading House.
Put this book down.
Oh, gee willikers.
You're not going to feel any... There is no resolution. You're not going to feel any better at the end of it.
No,
You're not.
I doubt it. It's fiction. It's literary.
Is it fiction?
That's you know. If my laundry room starts getting bigger, we'll talk. But I gotta. For you leaf heads out there.
Fuck you.
I'm
you for that.
mocking the Infinite House. It's gonna fuck me now.
Yeah, no. That's not...
That's
You
not-
shouldn't
I
do
don't wanna
that.
do that.
You shouldn't do
No,
that.
absolutely. I'm terrified of that house. Anyway, the list. Stories where FTL or time travel is easy on television shows. Or
So
movies.
time
No,
travel.
we're-
That's
sorry.
fine. I'm fine with time travel just because it opens up more doors for inanity, and time travel's fucking hard to write. If you're doing it in a not simplistic way, time travel is hard to write. But faster than light travel, so if you...
Time travel turns into a huge fucking mess. So
Yeah, it
quickly.
sure does. I mean, sure, faster than light travel can as well. But if you discount all of faster than light travel being easy, an established thing in your work, you are discounting the entire literary works of Ursula K. Le Guin.
Right. But then so she's like the godmother of all that. I love that, like sort of a lot of those genres.
The Ansible.
So it's like maybe they're just
of
tired of hearing
tens of thousands and millions of years passing between things happening, civilizations rising and falling, and each of them discovering faster than light travel, and that being an established thing in her works is kind of like it's not a motif, but it's a hinge pin. Like that's
I'm of two minds about this. I'm really glad you said that. One mind is starting to listen to Liz a little bit, where it's like maybe this is an aesthetic choice. You know, it's just something that like you're manicuring that you want your magazine Science to look like. So like I
have more to say on that, but
please,
keep
yeah.
cooking.
So please, totally. And the other one, the other mind of it though, is like
that's suppression of art.
like Hyperion is Hyperion by Dan Simmons.
Oh, I thought you meant from the company from Borderlands.
No, those guys, the good fellas over there.
No, bad.
But they're actually very similarly motivated, where their idea is spoilers for Hyperion. It's another 30-year-old novel, plus 50 maybe at this point. So anyway, they go and they conquer worlds, and then they set up stargates there. So technically, it's not easy, but once the gates are part of the hegemon, then yeah, it becomes super easy. So it's like, so part of me is like, you can
It's frontierism until you've set up the frontier.
Yeah, so like part of it is like you can outscale the rule, but the other part, maybe Liz is right, they just don't even want to look at it. They're just like, this is what we're veering towards, and maybe that's why the cats and swords don't make the cut, because it's like, it's cute, and maybe
I don't want you to equate cats and swords to fucking faster than light travel. I really don't want you to do that.
Tomato faster than light tomato, Kevin.
Well, I think the key part to the time travel, faster than light travel, was that it's easy, right? Not that it's in the story at all, but that it's as easy as like, turning on a light switch, and they kind of are over that, and they maybe want.
I turn the hourglass over.
Maybe they want to see a system associated with that.
All right,
some
so
real
I would
world
argue
building.
because Ursula never.
That's Le Guin to you, buddy.
I'm sorry. I Miss Le Guin. She is very good about introducing certain technology in her works that she never has to explain. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's a big part of how it works, is not getting caught up in the explanation. Mm-hmm. Because if you get caught in the hedges of this is how it works, this is how we discovered it, you get mired down, and there's always going to be some, speaking as somebody on the spectrum, there's always going to be somebody more autistic than you that is going to say like, hey, your math doesn't add up, fuck you.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Well, I think there's
enough
a
oxygen on
difference
Mars
between something being easy and something being vague.
Right. That's where I took this
Fair point.
initially, was like, is that like all of these things, and a lot of these are like things that just happen for the protagonist because the obstacles aren't there. Like
Plot armor.
But part of me, I'm wondering like, what is like behind these rules that
Well, part of it is don't be lazy.
Sure, they're tired.
Sure,
I'm sure they're tired. Is what's
I think
most,
you're both
most,
correct.
most fine, yeah.
What I'm hearing is stay out of this genre. We don't want to read about this particular subject. Don't be lazy.
Okay.
They're
Maybe
looking
don't
for
specifically stay out of this genre. Just don't be lazy when it comes to the genre. Maybe a melding of the two.
Well, I mean, hey, what's going on with the witches and the werewolves and the vampires? They're clearly like stay out of
the
it.
witches
You
are
can have
making
vampires, they just
fucking
can't be
money
sexy.
Right now.
Or maybe you're looking for the next big thing. You're like, maybe you're like, we've already done that.
Producer
But
Sam,
listen, you know what I don't want to do?
can I have that bottle of wine?
What I don't want to do is really just.
Producer Sam is passing me a bottle of terrible wine right now.
I really don't think you
Solid.
needed that adjective.
Wine?
All right.
The
Terrible.
personal attacks are unnecessary.
Producer?
Okay.
Liz was on something,
Okay.
please.
Yeah. Thank you, Christian. I don't want to shit all over this list because what we're doing is we're kind of.
What are we here for then?
Well, we're looking at the criteria for one magazine, and we're kind of like conflating that with like the entire like literary world, and that's not what we want to do. And I'm gonna finish my point, which is
please do.
that
Please do.
if I can remember it now that I've been distracted.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's this particular magazine. Maybe it's not the industry.
And what I was going to say about that is I'm very grateful that this list is not all of the things you may never write about, right? Like that's not what this is. And and it's very important that
Very good,
that
Sam.
be true, because there are a lot of things that are mentioned here that bring joy and have great artistic merit, whether they're considered academically serious or not.
Right.
That thousands of people write about this stuff or more, so
It's not like there's no audience for these things. There's a huge audience for a lot of these things. Don't want to hear it.
So is it like,
Well, maybe they don't want. I'm sure a part of that is like they don't want to be typecast. Is they're like, oh, that's the fucking. I hate to keep relying on the sexy vampire of it all, but that's the sexy vampire magazine.
Yeah,
and like all
right.
they do is publish stories about cannibalism and sexy vampires.
So is it this sort of like? I'm warming up to it. I'm still resistant, but I'm warming up to it. Is this like? I didn't think it was gatekeepy. I thought it was you're
I feel like there's
raising.
a certain-
I feel like you're raising the water level.
There's a
you
certain
know.
part of that is that they're tired of getting these
What
submissions.
is raising the
they're
water
they're
level
tired
mean?
of. I'm upping the ante. They're tired of getting submissions like this. They're tired of trying to go through the weeds of. This is our generation's Twilight that I've just submitted to you, and I'm going to make millions of dollars on it. Like, yeah, you're probably not. Like, yeah, you're probably going to have a decent audience for this, but also we don't want to be the publication that produces this. And good luck to you on the way out.
In a generation
My-
where I could go and get that published on Amazon, and if I hustle on social media, I go out to like book fairs, I meet people, like I can get that book to high heights by.
I would also argue that if we all four of us worked as a team, we could get any one of our feet pics to make us all $1 million.
It's all feet pics are all about marketing. You know, you've seen one, you've seen 10 feet, you've seen every foot.
There's a port for every ship, right?
Listen, I know
there's a
what
port for
my
every
toes.
ship.
Right
I know
here,
what
bud.
my toes look like. I can see Kevin's right now.
My toes look like I walk around my
Christian,
fucking garage
No.
every day.
It's been a while. I don't think I've seen your
I
feet. I
intentionally-
can't remember what arts look
Okay,
like.
so
So,
what I wanted to bring up, what I wanted to
right
bring
on.
up is I would be interested in looking at Nebula or any other magazine and looking at their hard and fast rules.
They might not be as fun. I think that's specifically what I wanted to see. So let's.
That's what I'd be interested in looking at is how much of this is across the board. If you can't go to, can you please remind me of the publication?
This is Clark's World.
Clark's World. Like Arthur C. Clarke?
Probably, yeah. I imagine.
For fuck's sake.
I should probably know this.
you know what's interesting too?
Okay, I got.
I remember having a conversation with an editor for a prominent literary magazine, and he was saying,
Can you say which one without opening yourself up to a lawsuit?
I will not say. Which
Okay, all right, that's fine.
But this is,
And
someone
also,
who is
anybody who watches
prominent
this just
from
being like, "Hey,
his
Liz, can you
own-
help me with my book?"
No, Liz doesn't work in publishing.
Yeah, please.
For anybody listening, Liz works at a gas station. Actually, she works for Saturn Pizza.
Liz is busy. Leave her alone.
Thank you so much. So this guy was, prominent in his own right, but he's also an editor at a magazine. He was talking about how he can tell when he gets submissions from people who don't read the magazine. And
Alright.
as soon as he reads something like that feels out of the zeitgeist of what they publish, it's an automatic no. And there are people who really vibe with that, right? And there are magazines that are like that, where it's
Yeah.
like we have, like, if you read a piece from this magazine, it has a certain feel, certain vibe,
Je ne sais
certain
quoi.
yeah, it's got its thing, and that's something that's curated and that magazine protects. And so you need to like read several editions of this magazine, and like we can tell if you haven't, and then it's an automatic no. And I remember having a very visceral reaction to him saying that, which was like, wow, that feels like like a little cringy, a little doesn't feel
I get it.
great.
I don't like that, but I understand it.
Yeah.
I think
I do understand it.
There's something to like but the other element is then in that if that's the case, then you're reading your Clark's World, you're reading your Asimov's Light Speeds, and then you're like, I want to get in here. I want to work to get in here, right? Versus, hey, I have this really cool project that I've been working on. I want it to be in one of the professional magazines.
I don't think it
Are
has to
you-
be either or.
This
Is kind of like all or nothing thinking.
The way that I look at it is, especially with what you were saying, was are you curtailing what you're writing to a specific publication, or are you just saying mass submit on something that you believe in?
And is that a bad thing to mass submit? Like,
I mean,
or-
it could be, yeah.
You miss
Because
100% of the shots that you
Yeah,
don't
right.
take.
Hey, this was for one magazine, but
it could definitely be a bad thing, right? Because, don't submit your
Three fiction.
novel that has Stephen King vibes to,
There's
a
Dean Koontz has made millions of dollars
not in.
on his Stephen King vibes. This is Dean Koontz erasure.
It's not, because you didn't let me finish my sentence. Which was
No more stolen wine for you. Kevin.
don't submit your Stephen King-esque novel to the imprint that publishes romantic comedies.
Right.
Like don't go so far out of the realm that you have a comment.
Don't submit to Hallmark what you should be submitting to sci-fi.
There you go. Yeah. And that's, I think that even within a genre, you can get even more fine-tuned. And, like, what is genre anyway? Like, whatever. We can have a whole other episode and debate about that and how relevant or not relevant it
I would
is.
love that.
Don't rope me back into doing the podcast.
It's all right. We got to get Art back on here.
But I guess what I'm saying is that if people want to curate a specific vibe, that's well within their rights as the curators.
Well, specifically one of the big boys in the market, right?
But as a creative, I think you would be doing yourself a disservice if there is something that's calling to you to write and you make a decision to not write it because you want to be published in XYZ thing. I think that what you should do instead is find the right piece that still is true to your voice and your vision that also works for that magazine. Like, if that's your dream to be published in that magazine,
Yeah.
work for that dream,
Would you-
but it still needs to be your work.
Would you shave the corners off to get it in there?
That depends. Does shaving the corner off stay true to your vision of your work?
Kevin's mad at me for some reason.
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. Let's continue, please.
That was it. Does shaving the corners off keep your vision of that work
They're
true?
worthwhile corners to shave, sort of. They're like, that wasn't really that important to me. It'll make it fit better. in
I
there.
think that when you understand what a work is, and it's cooked, it's baked, it's fully baked, and you're thinking about submission.
It's cooling.
It's cooling off on the counter.
that what
Got
the
a
kids
little
are-
Oh, no, on a
breeze.
wire rack. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
This is sourdough house. This is
I make bread, goddammit. We cool our baked goods on a wire rack.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
oh.
I think you would know if changes that you were making compromise the work or not.
Yeah. Don't denature it. Like,
But
you know.
what happens if you are... What happens if you are not confident in your work and you are submitting it as a shot in the dark?
You're a young writer.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys I was talking about.
Well,
earlier.
then
And
you
when Christian
could
says
be-
young writer, he
Yeah.
means not necessarily a young person that is writing. He means somebody that is writing maybe for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, now you're
least
pushing
taking
like
it
the limits
seriously.
of my memory, but there is that really famous writer who was known for his style of these really brief, punctual sentences, and that was like the whole book was these really short sentences.
Those guys
Are we-
kill me.
And then it wasn't, but that wasn't his style. That style was invented by his editor.
Are we talking
Oh,
about
get
Bizarro
out.
Ernest Hemingway by any chance?
Oh, but then that's.
I don't think it's Ernest
But that's a
Hemingway,
matter of
no.
fact.
Not
I hate to-
No, I said Bizarro Ernest Hemingway.
I'll be.
No, but there
You
is
said short, punchy sentences, and that
there is a I can't remember his name, but there is a real author who is known for a particular style that people thought was his style, but it was actually something that was specifically cultivated by his editor.
I'll-
Speaking to the idea of someone who can be influenced or a younger writer who's not really sure, like it's happened.
But-
It has happened, and
Oh,
there
I'm
are
sure.
there
so
are
my
published
my
all the
reaction,
works.
fucking time.
that's
There
marketing.
are
That's
people-
marketing though. That's you were already in with the agent. He knew what the market was asking for, and
Not
then you guys just
necessarily.
teamed up. Right?
Not necessarily marketing, because
editors aren't writers.
No, but they know
Editors
what
aren't
they know
writers.
what people
Some of them
buy.
are.
Yeah, some of them are. To be fair, yeah, there's probably a substantial amount of crossover.
and some of them do a lot more writing than you might think.
Not alluding to Liz's past or history or anything.
As I said, Liz works for Saturn Pizza.
Yeah, clearly. So I checked a couple of the other guys.
This podcast is brought to you by Saturn Pizza. Yes.
So Lightspeed also doesn't like sexual themes or sexual content. Sexual themes and stories with strong sexual content are acceptable, but Lightspeed is not a market for erotica. If in doubt, feel free to send your story in and let our editors decide.
Let our editors throw it on the slush pile.
If you never see it again, then it's like, if you're suitable, don't query.
Do you remember when I was just submitting treatments to Sci-Fi? Like 2 a month.
Amazing. I think about it.
Over a decade ago that I was submitting treatments to Sci-Fi.
Oh my god.
When they were just
featuring such titles as, but not
Taekwondo
limited to.
Dude Ranch.
Please explain to the listeners.
No.
You don't own it. You're not even allowed to say it.
No.
Sci-Fi owns it.
I know. I don't
gotta
own it
bleep it.
anymore. I don't own it anymore. They paid me a tidy sum for that.
Did you have to sign an NDA? Like, I can never talk about this project.
This is your intellectual property. We are paying you for this intellectual property. It is now our IP, and that's what it is. And we can choose to act on it or not. Like we thank you for the submission, and here's your money, and fuck off. Yeah.
So this is a clear clue to those listening that Kevin's got the sauce because he was able to actually sell some of these treatments.
Okay, so wait. So
Kevin's got ideas.
you need to juxtapose that against the drivel that comes out of the Sci-Fi channel.
Listen, The Expanse and Magician.
When they're making like the I also submitted them way before Raptor Island was ever a thing.
Oh my goodness.
I submitted them a treatment called Planet Raptor,
Hey
which
now.
is basically the same fucking idea.
Kevin, you weren't sitting on gold, and you
Gold.
sold the
I
cow
missed-
for beans, Kevin.
I missed out on the $100 that would have made me if I got the screen credit for it. Yep, I missed out on it.
Hey,
I'm
it's the
sorry.
Raptor Planet guy.
I'd rather not be known as the Planet. No, Planet Raptor.
Brought to
Raptor
you.
Planet is a
We don't talk
distinctive,
about Raptor.
different. Yes, there
Brought
it
to
is.
you
Yes.
by the creator of Planet Raptor.
Metal Gear Iceberg.
How fucking dare you? How?
It's gonna be a cool one. All right, at an hour 26.
Oh my
I
God.
think,
Wow, please.
Oh, can we plug our pluggables? Can we?
let's send them. Absolutely.
Plug 'em.
Do you have any pluggables?
I do not. Thankfully.
Well, what the fuck? I don't want to be the only one with the pluggables.
This is my thing, so I have to plug it.
All right, listeners. I make chef's knives in my garage. I have a fledgling Instagram called Tanuki Knife Co. and look me up. I also put it in the show notes.
I'll
put a little
I
figure out how to do
actually have them physically available at a store in Frederick, Maryland. That we will also put in the show notes. I can't remember the name of it right now. I make nice knives. I like making things with my hands, and there you go. That's it. That's all I got for pluggables. Do we have any more pluggables?
Tanuki motherfucking knives.
Yeah,
Raytheon really helped.
Yeah,
out.
no, we should
Why don't
really
you
support
plug your Instagram?
No, we should.
Please like and subscribe. Trope and Mike for if you want to hear more
Trope and
episodes
Mike,
like this, because it's not TR Open Mic anymore because they betrayed me.
They sure did. No, you know what? No, I would argue that you stood up for all of us, and I am eternally proud of you for that. I will
Do you know I was
always be
talking
proud
about
of you
how
for that.
proud of you I was literally
that.
yesterday.
Stop.
Yes, I was.
To whom?
To my hairstylist who was cutting my hair because she.
Oh my God! I've also talked to my hairstylist about this, but my hairstylist is Chelsea.
This is why I
so
can't
you,
walk into
yeah.
a barber shop.
Oh my
Everybody.
God! I need to think of a fun name for Chelsea.
Well, whoopsie daisy. Yeah.
Well, we can bleep that out. We can get it in post.
Ice climbers.
We can.
But yeah, no,
Birdo, we're just ice climbers.
She knows I'm artsy, and she was asking me about creative things, and I was talking about the happenings with the open mic and how I was really genuinely proud of the decision that you made.
Very much so, Christian.
It was a bummer.
That it continues
bummer.
this legacy of like this meaningful community, right? That you were creating with the open mic, and that was the whole like foundation and purpose behind it.
We
And so
don't
you
sacrifice
stayed true
art
to
for
that.
politics.
Absolutely.
We don't sacrifice art for politics.
I didn't want to cut off people who stood by me for the duration of it.
Good.
And then in order just to maintain
Good.
the whole, because then it's like
You have a spine.
Ship of Theseus, something like that, where it's like you start cutting pieces off of something. How much is it?
And what you just said is what we've been circling. Like,
What?
we've been circling the drain of the entire time we've been talking, right? We don't sacrifice art for politics.
No, absolutely
so
not.
it becomes very interesting then when you
Stories
look
where
at
Republicans, Democrats, and Libertarians take over the world and either save or ruin it.
Oh my God! Wait until you guys read what I've been cooking up for months.
if you compare different like avenues of getting your work published and you look at the requirements, what they're demanding, and you look at the politics of that, right? To say what is publishable, what is sought after, and what is not, that becomes a very interesting story all on its own. What are the things that we don't want to talk about, even in our literary magazines?
100%. And it bugs me that like that's why like censorship.
How much of that is them not wanting to get canceled? Right.
That's why censorship bugs me so much, is because it's like, how much are you losing in that segregation, or that what's the, when you cut like a piece off and it dies, like, you know, like you can at some point it's just chop the arm off, you know, if the whole thing is just gonna go to shit anyway.
I
I have a movie that I think you would really like. It's called Evil Dead.
We're trying. So ideally, this keeps going. I think this is an excellent inaugural episode.
God damn
Hey,
you!
hey.
It has it.
God
Guys,
damn you!
I could have started
Look at
this.
you.
for tricking me back into doing the fucking podcast.
I could have done this 2 months ago, but I wanted you guys as the first episode. So, and we're still missing a leg. So, dear listener, please keep an eye out. Arthur will return to us as the final leg of Hemingway's Ghost.
Do you know what else is the final leg of Hemingway's Ghost?
John.
The products and services that sponsor this podcast.
I love it.
So do I just sign off now? Is that what we do?
We just yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Really quick, thank you for Sammy on the Switch.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
producer Sam.
Yes, Sam.
Thank you so much for. Do I say your guys' last names? Am I allowed
No.
to do that?
No,
You're-
no. In no
Absolutely
Can I
not.
do your
reveal my last name. I don't even want you to call me Kevin.
That's-
I would rather you call me Kevin.
Thank you so much to our
We'll
guest
call you
Tanuki
Michael.
Knife
There you
Co. Thank you so much for. Can I show your Instagram? Can I show the?
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh no, I have the hiccups. We need to get the fuck out of here.
This was great, though, Chris. Thank you.
Ideally, this keeps going. I would like this to be a regular thing running. Please check out our. Let's hiccuping in the microphone.
My significant other has never been less
please
attracted to me in this moment. She looked at me through
Stole
the
2
window.
bottles of her wine.
No, one bottle. She's
a little
looking at me
alcohol in
having
this
the hiccups
punch.
and doing the head shaking pathetic
Please
meme.
check out some more. Please check out the game show Cornucopia. Thank you so much for the first episode of Scallywags. So much. We love you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Let's keep my hiccups in.
That's it.